What do you need to do to get your hands back on that ball?
Like I said, we want to be pretty hard in defence. We want to be physical. We want to be brave, and obviously win the ball back at the breakdown. But yeah, obviously we've got to be brave. We've got to trust our process, and yeah, it's really trying to get that ball back.
Good luck.
Cheers. Thank you.
Charm, you've got a comprehensive lead heading into the second half. What did you make of that as a coaching group?
What we told the girls before kickoff was to be brave and don't go away from our game plan, but play smart. And I think they did that half. Obviously, a few loose balls from us, but we'll look to rectify that.
What do you need to do to keep the Waratahs at bay and not bring them into the game?
I think just keep that same intent and that physicality. I don't think they've felt something like that before, so our girls are doing really well in the carry clean, and we've been harping on about it all season, and it's just really nice to see the girls really excelling out there on the field.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Second half about to get underway. A couple of changes to the Blues. Tanjin Wainohu on in 17 in the front row for Veliko. And on in 23, Patricia Maliepo replacing Braxton Sorensen-McGee at fullback. No changes for the Waratahs. Okay. 19 points to 0, the Blues lead as the rain continues to sheet down and the wind blows a gale in this first ever Champions final at North Harbour Stadium.
It's the middle there, guys.
Blues line out. It's been a little shaky. Waratahs got a hand on it and it's going to land for the Waratahs end. Faliki Poheva up over halfway. She's tough with ball in hand. Good opportunity just to get a foothold straight away for the Waratahs. Chancellor goes out the back for McKenzie. That's through the hands of Barker, so Fredericks has to reset. And we lose a little bit of ground to the Tars. All the way through. Tanjin Wainohu there in 17th for Britton Merlot. A little bit of space now. Cody. Tatum Bird clears a few bodies out of the way. Again, McKenzie tries to put it on the toe. This one's just going to land for Vahakolo to punch back, and now Kolosi will get a chance to set for the Blues on halfway. Here's Tanjin Wainohu. It's just wrestling 10 metres forward with the Waratahs defence. Turner comes down a blindside. Good spot tackle made on Lolo here, but still keeps it alive. Vaipulu gets go forward for the Blues once more. Roos, and then a hole for Atlanta Lolo here. She's so good in the loose. This is the Blues hooker. Blackfern's hooker as well, one of. Demand plays halfback. Tanjin Wainohu goes forward. And now Vahakolo comes in to deputise. Maya Roos. Ever-present Blues captain, just picking off a few metres here and there. Now they look to stretch it as Kolosi just does enough to hold on. And she got Nicole Nathan with her, and it spilled forward onto the Waratahs side. So chance breaks down for the Blues. The Waratahs again having to make early tackles.
Well, she did well to regather that, Jamie Kolosi. See, Ruhei Tamang probably talking to her teammates around the lines they need to run. She's had some good touches in her 20th appearance. Jamie Kolosi, former touch player. There's Captain Fantastic as well.
Can I get you to take a step so you're clearly onside for my AR?
See there, the real statistic that sticks out is the handling errors, but the Blues have been playing with the ball, throwing it around, playing their normal, usual style.
Update for everyone at home as well. The substitution for Braxton Sorensen-McGee is tactical. She's not injured. Don't get worried. You don't lose anything with bringing Patricia Maliepo on. Back from a 10 tester, her name off to obviously the NRLW after this, and that's part of the reason why she's getting given some game time, is to play some good 15s before she heads off.
She's had a big couple of days, Patricia Maliepo. She is in 23, looking to track Fredericks across, and comes together, makes the tackle, but Fredericks did well, and now it opens up for Desi Miller. Up over halfway goes the Waratahs live wire winger. Some nice attacking possession finally for them. Just exploited a little hole on the edge for the Blues. Bird. And now Hulse playing up in the line again. McKenzie just has to shovel it along. And Fredericks once more has to tidy up. Real breakdown in that area. Allows the Blues defensive line to reset and go again. And now McKenzie's put it backwards, then forwards. Just a little flat-footed. Gets caught. Does Bella McKenzie.
The Blues have got good rushing defence in their line speed. Desi Miller on that edge. She did well. It was off the offload. They kept it alive. Good support. Lovely tip inside. Shows acceleration in the pace, but the scrambling defence there from Telfer Basin was exceptional.
Blues will set the scrum 10 metres inside the Waratahs half. Big space out wide for Woodman Whitcliffe just to clatter onto it. Got the offload away, doesn't stick for Maliepo. Well, the Blues are just going to keep chancing their arm. They're going to keep the ball alive. They know no other way.
Well, she's only had 3 carries this game. The player of the match last week, Woodman Whitcliffe. She's just so threatening with the ball in hand and knows how to punch holes. Powerful.
So if you stay straight,
I think there's a lovely touch you mentioned before, Taylor Johnson, about Patricia Maliepo. It's a kid that's been on the scene for a very long time. I think as a 16-year-old playing for the Auckland Storm. She will do some awesome stuff with the NRLW Warriors side. Anticipating what position she might play in the halves.
She made her debut for the Black Ferns at 18 years old. She's been a part of this Blues team since that very first exhibition game, so a nice touch to give her some good minutes in this historic match too.
Bird digs it out and away come the Waratahs. Here's McKenzie again. She puts ball to toe and asks Miller to chase, but it's comfortably, or well taken rather, by Kolosi. Able to keep it in field. The Waratahs again persisting with the kick option, but it does give possession back to the Blues unless they can blow over here. No. Still there for Turner. Vaipalu. And now Demand looks to tuck a kick in behind and watch it skid across this North Harbour turf. McKenzie, plenty of time to get the ball and punch it off downfield. Gets good distance. Demand just pulling the strings as always. She has been so good this season, and away tears the Black Ferns captain. Ruahei Demand finds Kanjan Wainohu in support. Just barges up over the 22. Waratahs have a dig in, just halting the progress momentarily. Turn a little inside ball, Woodman Whitcliffe. The gasp as the ball hit the floor.
First lock on. Fourth off scrum.
Oh, she got the ball in hand. She could have been away there, Woodman Whitcliffe, but Ruahei Demand, how classy is she with ball in hand? James Parsons spoke about it at half-time, the ball in 2 hands, and there's Kanjan Wainohu, front rower that's in support.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's that little play on the inside there, trying to catch Miller off guard.
Okay.
First substitution for the New South Wales Waratahs. Feliki Poheva will take a seat on the bench. She did bring that physicality that the coaches asked, and Sineti Kalisimasi, the Tongan international, comes on. Part of that Oceania Rugby Women's Combine, where they get players from the Samoa and Tonga national teams, and all of the Super Rugby W teams get their pick as to who they want to include in their squad.
They might have just held her up.
Yeah, they just, one more scrum for Feliki Poheva. It's going to be a magic 1-2 for her.
Well, they at least get a free kick. Exactly, called it.
Mark's here.
Feliki Poheva, another who's been in the wider Wallaroos contracted squad this year. So one that they've got eyes on for the World Cup, or that, well, it's a free kick, wasn't it? So perhaps looking to send it into touch, but it's another opportunity for the Blues to come back at the Waratahs. Mama Vaipalu slips the ball on for Moi and then Demand. Turner. Roos through a half gap, pumps the legs, dragged down eventually by Merlot. Nice and flat and hard by Pulu, but oh, just as it spilled forward, referee had called advantage. They'd caught the Waratahs offside.
Never onside.
I was going to say there was an awesome hit from Faliki Pohiva, but I think she was the one that was caught offside there. She's had an awesome game defensively, and her carries as well. She's powerful. I think now's the time they may look to give her a substitution.
And to be fair, it's normally the locks in the back row, but it's just you guys who I can see. Yeah. Just be patient for the call, okay, guys?
There's the sub waiting on. Have a look at Tara Turner here, converted halfback from the wing this season. This is their first season playing halfback, Stewie, that's your area of expertise. What are you made of this young woman, given it's probably an area in New Zealand maybe a little light?
Oh, I just love the courage and bravery that she's shown this year. I think she only had 20 minutes of all up in the pre-season to play, so the convert, and she's been backed by the coaches.
The Blues come away with it up towards the 22 with Maliepo. Dipping ball for Tearinga. No score yet in the second half. In miserable weather conditions, there's still been really good quality rugby. Elizabeth Moimoi, one of the try scorers. Here is Tara Turner. Roos sends it away for demand into a hole with Lolo here. It spills forward. Some of those offloads and passes that were sticking in the first half, not quite so much at the start of the second for the Blues.
Yeah, just a fraction in front. She would have caught that and gone through. Showing some really good skills though. Ruahei demand there, catching it early, not bringing it in. It's, in these conditions as players, you almost think you can bring it into the chest, but she's done well. Congratulating her mates as she runs off the field.
Ruahei demand taking a seat on the bench. Kristen Cottrell coming on for the Blues, and she started that final, but how good has Ruahei demand been? Our Blackfern captain has been in fine form, and also Kalisi Masi is now on for Pohiva.
From the Black Ferns perspective, to see some of the leading players in the competition in Opiki this season, much like it has been for the Wallaroos and Super W, been the best, some of the best players, the leaders, the senior players really stepping up in a World Cup year.
Okay. Guys, we need to have space, and we can't be fighting over here. So if you need to adjust where your hookers are standing so that you both come down into a gap, you guys sort that out, or I'll just decide who it is, okay? Quick reset, let's go. Yeah, just wait. Time off. Good boo. Okay. Time back on. Okay. Let's go. Keep our space. Be patient for the calls. Crouch! Bind! Yes. Set!
Waratahs scrum has come under some pressure, and it's coming under a little, but just in time for Bird to be able to clear it out. Holds up at first receiver and then changes the point of attack through Mackenzie.
Thank you.
Puts it away downfield and gets an exit down towards the 10-metre line. It'll be the Blues throw to the line out.
Yep. Okay. Time off. 1 and 2.
More changes for the Waratahs. Now it's a new front row, so Millie Parker and Emily Robinson coming on for Bridie O'Gorman and Britt Merlot, bringing on Emily Robinson, over 19 games for the Wallaroos, and Millie Parker, another youngster onto the field too. Just 17 years old, Millie Parker, the hooker.
Into the hands, rather, of Tearinga. Goes to throw. Here's Cottrell. Nicely tipped on by Sylvia Brunt for some more good hard meters by Elizabeth Moimoi. Blues again peel off 20 or so. Oh, Basin. Still looking for first points in the second half. In comes Tanjin Wainohu. What a move it has been from her to come from the Chiefs after a lot of injury problems as well. Long time out of the game. Fina Tanjin Wainohu. Turner has a little dart herself this time, the halfback. Pick and go and play on for the Blues. inching ever closer to that Waratahs goal line. Tanjin Wainohu once more.
Advantage.
And they've caught the Waratahs offside here, and Sheridan caught offside.
Playing advantage. 13, never onside.
And so the Blues will go again. Maya Roos, the captain, has been so prominent with ball in hand.
Counter ruck is good. Still under
Waratahs
advantage.
attempted to counter ruck, but it just sort of sat there for Turner. And now Lola here again gets them over the advantage line, as does Vaipulu. Dragged down just by Chancellor and Parker. Blues coming at the Waratahs again. Well stopped was Basin. He'll keep it tight this time. Tanjin Wainohu chopped down by the new front rowers. Now Maliepo out the back. Oh, it's quick hands, it's good hands, it's slick hands. It's in with Woodman-Whitcliffe. Then she uses the power, pumps the legs, gets it down. Portia Woodman-Whitcliffe on the end with plenty of work to do and all the class to finish it.
Oh, that's her 6th try this season. She is outstanding. She knows how to finish. We've seen it time and time again from the Blackburn Sevens. It just shows some real passion. That ball, though, from Maliepo out the back is outstanding. And it had about 7 defenders there she had to beat.
You got to commend the skill level. Look at the rain just absolutely pouring down, the wind as well. It's sleeting into the eyes, this rain, and they still managed to do such eloquent ball play to get that try. And Portia Woodman-Whitcliffe, 33 years old and still having fun with it.
I love how Patricia Maliepo pointed to where the goal line is, like Portia Woodman-Whitcliffe's never been there before. First points of the second half, they go the Blues' way. Cottrell won't convert, but it's 24 points to 0. Waratahs are going to really need to hang tough over the next 10 minutes or so. Try and get something into this game.
Yeah, I think Taylor Johnson spoke about the slick handling skills that the Blues are able to play. Still playing that expansive running rugby that we've seen all season. It's just beautiful to watch.
Yeah, I spoke to Charmaine McMiniman just at half-time, and she said they trained on a dry track, so we might as well play like we trained.
Juggles and again regathered. It's been a couple that have gone the Blues' way in that sense as well, and now they just want to keep running, and they are going to finish out over the next half hour, or 25 minutes or so. That one knocked down in the tackle by Anderson. It still stays alive for the Blues and Vahakolo. More heavy contact. Chancellor and Lolo here from their own goal line again. The Blues and now Maliepo out the back of the hand. Space on the edge here for Woodman-Whitcliffe. Gets rid of Sheridan. Got Fredericks and Holst come at her. Great tackle, Caitlin Holst. Cottrell. Tanjin Wainohu, she flicks it away. Turner. Vaipulu, a dipping ball. Does good work. Cottrell. Now Maliepo now with the crossfield kick into space from Patricia Maliepo. Is that a 50-22?
I think it is.
Absolutely it is, Patricia Maliepo.
Oh, isn't it great to see her playing with so much freedom? That one-on-one in and out there from Woodman-Whitcliffe. Great defence, so as well from Holst. That though, 50-22, what a kick.
Oh, massive moment for Maliepo, but I have to mention this Waratahs bench have been blowing up in that last phase of play. There were about 4 or 5 50-50 calls around whether it was a knock-on or not. They were absolutely furious.
Backwards.
Off the fingertips, that one's backwards, all backwards as well. And away peels Tulsa Basin. Well, if anyone deserves a try, it is this young woman, Tulsa Basin, the find of the season. The Waratahs are again furious, and they might have cause to be. Tulsa Basin, though, all smiles.
You said it, the find of the season. You see backwards, bit of a juggling act there Oh, no, by Bulu. Looks as though they may go to the TMO for this.
I think they are coming to the TMO here for this one. M. Chancellor was blowing up at Maggie Coggle. Oh, let's listen.
Okay, so on-field decision is try, checking for a possible obstruction at the line out just before. Okay. It's all backwards, but then 7 goes down a channel and 5 is ahead of her and prevents a tackle from being made. So we're going to overturn the on-field decision and go back just inside the 22 for a penalty for obstruction. Rob, do you have anything different? Okay, cool. I have a decision. Okay, so it's going to be no try. We have a clear obstruction by number 5 blue in the lineup. So we go back for the penalty for 5 blue obstruction.
Hey, Caitlin Leaney just couldn't get a grab on Basin because so the try scratched out. For
That's her 8th breakdown seal of the season. That's massive. She was second in the whole comp for Super W.
You guys screamed at me down there about how long it took. Okay, so come in, and we won't do that again, will we?
Going to be massive for Australia this year. Georgina Fredericks, for sure, is all that line out is all over the show as well. And it's Brown who goes back to tidy up. And here's a real athlete, Dejan Brown. Didn't get on in the final last year. Is almost
the ball's out, turned
over the top of it.
Comes out of the ruck.
Oh, it's Hamahona. It's come out on the Waratahs side. Now, dude.
Leave it now, leave it.
Emily Robinson. Again, McKenzie shaping to kick. She's caught on the back foot here and not going to be able to bust her way through that Blues defensive line. To halfway, the Waratahs go. Marching towards the final quarter of this match. Oh, lovely bit of handling to shovel it along, but it's been... Advantage was being played. Blues were caught.
7, late tackle.
Oh, late tackle it was against Alpha Basin.
Penalty only.
A call goes their way, the Waratahs. And the impact from the bench is making a difference. Playing that expansive stuff, and even Arabella McKenzie showing her class in terms of running game. We often see her just kick it. Shows a variation, but there the tip off from, I think that's underhead Hummel on that. And timing there wasn't quite right, but they get the advantage.
This one they go down the back and doing just enough to get a hand on it, but sweeping through is Grace Nungle on in 16 for the Blues as well. Now Cottrell, a lot of open space in behind here. 50-22 on once more. Ball's not going to break this time. It's a massive chase back for Ellis. Be able to dot it down. As we speak of talented teenagers, here's another one, the 17-year-old.
Grounded, go and drop it.
Just a little bit too much on that one from Cottrell.
Time off. 7-13. Subs. And then it'll be go and drop it. No, time's off, sorry.
More substitutions for the Blues. They didn't have any halfback cover on the bench, so Tara Turner comes on. But what a season of Super Rugby O-Picky for Telfer Basin. She was a late addition into this Blues team as injury cover, and her name will be remembered synonymously with their championship win. Coming on for her is Cheyenne Tulifale, and on for Woodman is Kerry Johnson.
Kerry Johnson, niece of Portia Woodman. Whitcliffe replaces her. In a way they come. There'll be a reshuffle to the Blues forward pack, but at the moment they'll worry about having ball in hand and more attacking opportunities. Here's Vaipulu once more. Kolossi just holds it up this time. Looked to slip a pass, but goes to ground instead.
Keep going, 20, keep going.
Blues having it, the Waratahs rather having a track back. Here it is for Cheyenne Tulifale. First touch, almost to the line. And then it comes out loose and knocked on.
Plus forward on the ground. Waratahs scrum.
Oh, that is a moment. Well, the Waratahs, Looked like Cheyenne Tulefale have been over there. It was a great carry. She had to adjust her line speed, her timing. I think it was Anahita Hamohuna who gets the touch on there over the ball. Good positioning.
Let's go, please, Blues.
Great defence.
Oh, but great opportunity too for Cheyenne Tulefale. I mean, she only played 2 games this year and got 26 minutes collectively. And with Eloise Blackwell facing judiciary issues, they had, as you mentioned, Ricky, 4 front rowers on the bench, so great opportunity for her to get some minutes in such a great game.
Yeah, so look, Tiaringa packing down at number 8 for the Blues. It started to go forward, and now the Waratahs just going to chance their arm as Fredericks tries to crash it out. Mackenzie looks to clear away, and for the safety of the touchline, but it's pretty relentless at the moment from the Blues.
Yeah.
More changes now, this time for the Waratahs, and someone who's very familiar to this ground, JJ Taylor, played for North Harbour in the Farah Palmer, went to Kaitaia College and then moved over to Australia to play in the NRLW. She comes on for Annabelle Cody, who has been very good tonight, and also on as Martha Harvey, the 20-year-old, on for Tatum Bird at halfback.
And the bench is cleared for both teams now in the final 20 minutes of this match as the Blues come hard at the Waratahs once more. Tiaringa now roaming in the loose, but she spills it. And away it comes for one of the newcomers, Martha Harvey. Opportunities for this player have been few and far between. Miller driven back in the tackle by Vahakolo. Here is JJ Taylor, the former North Harbour player. That's awkward. And that's
no advantage coming from the original knock-on.
Still a knock-on against the Blues, so the Waratahs will maintain possession.
Pass forward, no advantage.
Good to see the game time that these players, the substitutes are getting. It's quality. Yes, it is a final between the Trans-Tasman rivalries, but it's just also great opportunities for these players.
Guys, keep your foot on the ground, please. That's a good gap.
What an asset she has been to Super Rugby Aupiki this season. What an asset she is to New Zealand rugby, regardless of where or who or how or what she does next. She's absolutely loved her moments, her time here with the Blues, that's for sure.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Oh, pressure coming on that scrum again, but they'll get a penalty this time. Will the Waratahs? It goes against the Blues.
It's got to be on the mark. It's got to be on the mark. Come on. Not driving straight.
Waratahs will go to the line out. Something out of this match in the final 15 minutes. They've been bested in most areas, but they haven't been without their chances. The Waratahs.
You're right there. They have had their chances. The Blues' defence has been really good. Put a lot of pressure on them.
The Waratahs missed 50-odd tackles in their final against the Reds. They've missed 30-odd today. They've missed that line out too, but Grace Mungle couldn't bring it in. It's just starting to break down a little bit with a lot of new players. Of course, second game in the space of 5-6 days for these squads. A lot to come for players on both sides. The Black Ferns' first squad camp will be in about 10 days' time. The Wallaroos, rather, their first test of the year is only a couple of weeks ago, May 3rd. They're heading to Suva to play Fiji. Plenty of rugby ahead for these teams. Maybe the league's starting to feel a little bit heavy. There's what we've got coming up here in New Zealand. Black Ferns against Canada in the Pacific Fort. 17th of May in Christchurch. All here on Sky Sport. And of course, all the international rugby on Stan Sport as well. In Australia, Black Ferns USA, part of the Pacific Fort. The Wallaroos will be playing both the US and Canada. And of course, the O'Reilly series against New Zealand as well.
You're both down for me. Okay, let's reset. Scrums have been good. We'll come out of
I want to just
that
pay
grass
tribute
end.
to someone
Grass.
in that Blues team
Okay,
tonight, and
let's
that's
get our
Maya
feet underneath
Kawana
us.
Kalani
Keep
Roos
our head
and her
up.
locking
This one.
partner, Mama Vaipulu. Those two have been absolute workhorses in this game. Not only just in this game, though, this whole season. Maya Roos has hit over 180 rucks. That is more than anyone. She's #1 in offensive rucks, and I think 8th in defensive rucks, but she is just no nonsense, works so hard. And can you believe, as you mentioned, Ricky, she's played every minute of every game ever for this Blues team, and she just throws her body on the line every time.
Absolute model professional for someone who's still only 23. The Waratahs come away with it. Chance to strike again. Fredericks holds on to it well. Nice quick ball this time for Harvey. As Ruby Anderson goes forward.
Off the foot, off the foot. No.
Just held up a little bit for Harvey. Now Mackenzie short for Miller. Skips away from one. Trying to get herself more involved as Miller. Back it comes for Caitlin Leaney, who's worked hard as well in the middle row for the Waratahs. Flat-footed.
Falling.
Was Ellis playing up in the line. And now JJ Taylor. Waratahs looking to move the Blues around in the final 15 minutes. High tackle called against against Vaipulu on Anderson. And now Chancellor gets herself over the gain line. Comes away. The Waratahs again going to try and punch a hole through the middle of this Blues defence. Haven't been able to all game so far. Mackenzie. Short ball for Robinson.
Backwards.
And now Mackenzie again, a little chip over the top for herself to try and regather, but Brunt got herself in the way. Still playing advantage, though, was the referee. The Waratahs will go back for the penalty.
Yeah, they're having to step really deep on attack because the Blues' defence and line speed is rushing at them.
Penalty only, but it is high.
Yeah, Maggie Kogawa there. Someone is going against Ma'ama Vaipulu. So that's tangent one, or getting some treatment there.
Yeah, we're going to play on. It's a cramp.
It is cramp. Oh, some bone-crushing tackles from both sides, really. Ruby Anderson would have felt that one.
So difficult for the hookers to throw. Oh, gee, Nunnall's done really well there. Just showed great urgency to get to that loose ball.
The turnover is okay. No advantage from not straight in the lineup. No, it's just a scrummer option.
The replacement hooker spoke to Emily Chancellor, their captain, and said that she is a player to watch. Blues look like they're having a good time on the sidelines.
I reckon they've had a good week. They've had a good campaign.
No, you're okay. You can stand up there.
You often hear teams too, the last time these particular groups of players, coaching staff, whoever will be together, things will always change next season. Both of these competitions perhaps looking to reshape as well. Turner brings it away for the Blues again. Vahakolo coming off her wing and just pumping legs up over halfway. Caitlin Vahakolo worked really hard in both of the finals last 5 days or so. Cottrell, steady hand, Brunt goes over the top of Fredericks. Now Vaipulu again, still going. Waratahs trying to get hands on it desperately. Now Brunt once more. Just willing to throw herself at the line again. Maliepo, and that one's fallen to ground. Off tangent, Wainohu.
No hands, five.
Anderson for the Waratahs. Barely spent any time in the Blues half in the second spell.
Leave it.
As they nudge up towards halfway.
Backwards.
Wind still howling, rain still falling. Blues try and Ball is turned over as well. Away it comes for the Blues. Maliepo, quick hands to Vahakolo. Back in field for Maliepo. Looking to go back over the top for Vahakolo.
Oh, just having so much fun out there this evening. And Taylor mentioned it earlier, she's only played. Attack and they're in support, turns the ears back, spots the gap again. The replacement halfback couldn't make that tackle. It was a
as a lawyer did Cheyenne Tulifali, wants to be a criminal barrister, and I wouldn't argue against it.
Oh, she's got Ruahei Dement to ask questions too as well, another qualified lawyer in the team. These women are very impressive, but it's unfortunate to see that Millie Parker has come off the field and she's been replaced by Bit Mueller. We just
shows that acceleration. Oh, what a finish there.
I have loved the kicking work of Arabella McKenzie tonight. She has been so outstanding. She identifies the quick line speed of the Blues team and puts those kicks in behind, and so good to see Desiree Miller getting over the talk.
McKenzie in really difficult kicking conditions won't be able to bring it around, but it's something for the Waratahs, and it's the work of Desi Miller.
And it's the eyes and the vision and skill set as well of McKenzie. I think Colossia probably wasn't expecting her opposite to sort of zoom past her.
That's good effort stuff, isn't it, from a winger in the 74th minute where nothing's really gone away. It's not a night for it. Desiree Miller has got her team on the scoreboard. Something to take home from this visit to Auckland. That one just hanging up in the wind. And it'll be the Blues throw.
Good clearance kick there from Waratahs Ellis. The youngster, seen her play on the sevens scene at the World Global Sevens. Know what she can do with ball in hand. She's threatening footwork. They call her Bubba. Love to see her ball in hand though.
Well, there's the player the Blues call Bubba. She goes up over halfway, Sylvia Brunt. And Cottrell's had an air throw and is able to laugh at it as the ball spills on the Waratahs side. Chance for the Waratahs to get another. Oh, they love that in the final 5 minutes, Taylor. Mackenzie again for Frederick. She tries to drop it on the toe. It doesn't work out, but still there for Miller. It's backwards, it's Scrappy, and now Mackenzie. Caitlin Leaney still working hard in the 76th minute. An international lock forward. Scored a try in the Super W final on the weekend, and that one spilled by Anderson. It comes away for Brown. Good clear out from Kerry Johnson on the edge. Cottrell. Nice. Good impetus off the bench. Now tearing it. The prop turn Lucy, or Lucy turn prop, whichever way you cut it. Now Brunt again. Absolute menace for tiring defences is Sylvia Brunt. Holly Greenway still going. Now Maliepo, and now the go forward for the Blues. Offload into the hands of Roos. She had Vaipulu beside her. Who else? But the Waratahs almost got back. But Merlot got called out of the play. And Tangent Wynal who spills it.
Ruck now. Knock on advantage.
What's the option here for the Waratahs? It's a little kick in behind from Ellis, and playing under advantage. They will go back for the knock on.
I had that inside.
Well, she's had some big minutes, Tangent Wynal, good carries, good defensive efforts, pulled up with a bit of cramp as well. The Waratahs have had to make 125 tackles to the Blues 52.
Yeah, let's go.
Back to work as a fireman next week for Willie Walker.
Enjoying the Cook Island music playing, Brother Love, Roy Mata playing in the background. Had two different tales of coaching staff tonight, isn't it? From the beginning, Willie Walker, Carlos Spencer look excited. Not so much on the Waratahs side because they know what they're capable of. We know how exciting they can play, but the conditions just were not conducive to the way the Waratahs play their rugby.
Oh, that is a massive scrum from the Blues. Just walk right over the top. And now Cottrell with Brunt slips it away for Kerry Johnson, who's got plenty of gas. They come across well to the Waratahs, but it's still there for Kristen Cottrell.
Oh, the veteran gets over Kristen Cottrell and just stays alive in the support play. They never die. I thought that was great defensive effort from the Waratahs to contain Kerry Johnson initially. Good little goosey ball, but look, 3 defenders. Ellis with the covering tackle, but it's just smarts there from Cottrell.
It's been such a high-scoring occasion here in Albany tonight, hasn't it? Given the conditions, this has been a very comprehensive professional performance from this Blues outfit, and they have certainly stamped their dominance on women's rugby in Oceania.
Cottrell from wide to convert her own try is going to come off the post. The ball will go to ground in the final minutes of the Blues season. Is going to be well and truly enjoyed.
Yeah, the scrambling defence there. They only said 50% for Kristen Cottrell's kicking, but she hit the goalpost there, and she was currently sitting at 86%. See the youngsters, 18-year-old, 19-year-old Dolphin, Braxton Sorensen McGee celebrating. Not the kickoff they will restart, they would have wanted the task.
Blues still all ready to run to the scrum and go for one more.
I'd love to see a trickery play here. You know, almost the last play. Oh, is that Maliko? Oh.
Siren's gone. Blues and the Hardy fans who have turned out in a literal storm. Oh, look at another big scrum, and here come the Blues. One more crack. Maliepo round the corner they come for Turner. Is backwards, and that's enough. That is enough on the Blues season. and they become the inaugural winners of the first ever Champions Final. It is the Blues of Super Rugby Aupiki in New Zealand who have taken it in fine style over the Waratahs, the Super W champions of Australia. It's all the Blues 36, the Waratahs 5. Dominant performance from the Blues, but hopefully this match is more than just a result on the scoreboard, a sign of things to come in the future. The Blues take it. They are the Super Rugby champions, crossover winners.
Well, it is a historical match for both sides to be part of. First in history. All go off, be proud of the seasons that both the Waratahs and Blues have put on. The management team need to be congratulated. Hours and hours of tireless work that goes in behind the scenes. At the end of the day, they're able to celebrate. This is the true sportsmanship. Man, both sides. So congratulations, I think it's a win for women's rugby.
So the Blues take it. More to come here from a wet, windy, wild North Harbour Stadium. The presentation of the Champions Final. The Blues 36, the Waratahs 5.
This